Good morning. This is Mr. Eshelman. It is Friday, April 17th, 2020. We hope you had a great week of learning opportunities and are ready for another day today. And also excited for some rest over the weekend, ready for next week. If you have picked up this week and laptops from school, so we look forward to having you get the opportunity to use those on and Schoology for some of the things you get to do for your teachers next week. So keep up the good work. We'll be looking to hear from you every day. Some of the things you're working on, we'll give feedback on some of the progress that you're making. So keep up the good work. Keep working hard. It's a little different not being at school. On Schoology, something's not working right. No, we have one fifth grader on Saturday, along with Mrs. S have birthdays on Sunday. Happy birthday to them. And our next second grade teacher, teacher, and it looks like she has a friend with her today. Mrs. Ginder, tell us what's going on. Looks like you have a new buddy there.
Okay, well, this is my puppy Susie, and I got Susie on the first day that we were off of school.
Wow.
So, would you like me to tell you a little bit more about that?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's hear it.
Okay, well, Susie was in a dog rescue. Susie is 12 weeks old now. So she was in a dog rescue, and the dog rescue had her picture on their website, and I happened to see it, and I filled out an application online to get her. And then the first day we were home, I believe it was March 16th, they called me and they said that they chose us to come and get Suzie and be Suzie's family.
How long did it take from the time that you did the application till they called you? Is that a long process, or was it like a day, or how long does that take?
Well, when we went home from school on a Friday, and then we got the news that we were going to be off school for a little while. So that night, I was looking on the rescue site, and I saw her, and she is the kind of dog that my family always gets. She's called an Airedale Terrier, and
That's
they
what I
don't.
was going to ask. What breed?
Yes, Airedale Terrier, and they don't come up very often in rescues. So I filled out the application online to get her, but then what I did is I have another Airedale. He's sleeping over in the corner. He's big. His name is Dasher. So I took pictures of him with me to show them that I knew how to really care for this breed well. And then I also took pictures of our yard to show them that we had a fence, because rescue groups don't like to give you a dog unless you have a yard with a fence, so that they don't run away or get hit by a car. So after I sent those pictures in, they said, well, they were thinking about giving Suzie to somebody else, but since we have experience with the breed, they would give her to us.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So now we have a new great home for a little puppy, and looks like that puppy has a lot of love, huh?
She does, right? And she has an older brother dog named Dasher, and Dasher is 6.
Wow.
So in the corner, he's very tired.
She's a good role model then for the little one.
Yes, very good. Very good.
That's great. So besides getting a new puppy, is there anything else that's been exciting going on other than getting lessons ready for second graders to work on and all those kinds of things?
Right, right. Well, I am learning all about the different aspects of technology. So when we get back to the classroom, I'm going to be so excited to try some new things.
I
Um,
wonder if the kids are surprised that the teachers are probably learning maybe more than the kids are right now about how to get used to teaching in a different way. We're not used to
right.
really teaching online. So not that we don't use websites and links and iPads at school, but teachers are learning a lot right now too, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely we are. So, boys and girls, we are learning almost all day long, the same way you probably are at home. You're not learning all day long. That's okay. You can spend some time doing something else. But yes, we're learning a lot about technology. And one other thing that's really neat is I have two boys that are in their 20s, and I don't get to see them too much. So they're both at home and working from home. One is in college, and he does his college classes the same way as our kids do. And the other one is working his job duties from our home.
Wow, that's really neat. Everybody kind of has to make things work in this new time that we're dealing with right now, and just kind of make the best out of it. So,
Right, right.
so is there anything else you want to share with us before we let you go, Mrs. Ginder?
Well, I know this time is hard, and all the teachers, we just miss you so much. But just try to pick something that you're thankful for, and maybe focus on that. Like me with Susie, I miss all of you guys and all the teachers and all the Denver staff. But it is a good thing that I get to be with Susie, my puppy, every day while she's a baby.
Yeah, yeah, she'll be well trained, that's for sure.
Try to find one thing that you think is good when you're feeling sad or missing your friends or your school.
Yeah, those are some great thoughts. Thanks, Mrs. Ginder. So we appreciate you taking some time for our morning announcements here and checking in with us. And we look forward to seeing you back at Denver Elementary soon.
Well, thank you for interviewing Mr. Eshelman. Bye from
Bye, Suzie. Bye,
Bye.
Mrs. Ginder.
Bye.
Bye, Dasher. I won't wait.
So we hope you enjoyed that update with Mrs. Ginder. And now we have the question of the day. So the question today is, what metric unit would be best to use to measure your height? And if you can, use that unit to measure how tall you are. So if you have something to measure with, you can get it out, tape measure, meter stick, ruler. You might need to move it a couple times if you have a ruler, because you're probably taller than a ruler. But you also need to make sure you have one that has the customary and the metric system on it. So the correct unit, and if you're able to, try to measure how tall you are in that unit. And last but not least, for Friday, we have to put a few jokes on there. You can judge how funny they are. First one says, what's the best time to go to the dentist? 2:30. Get it? Tooth hurty. Your tooth hurts. 2:30. And then this last question is, or it's not a question, but the first part is a statement. Change is hard. Have you ever tried to bend a coin? Get it? Because a coin is like change. It's made of metal. So it's a different kind of change. So hopefully you found those somewhat amusing. Maybe you'll share one of those with one of your relatives or brothers or sisters later, or maybe not. And if you have some better ones, send them my way so I can put them on the announcements next week. And last but not least for the day, our Pledge of Allegiance. So stand up with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you back here again on Monday. Get some rest, learn a few things, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.